So you're thinking of buying your first home in the Reno area. Here are some things you need to know. My name is David Tully, and on this channel, I give you local real estate market insights, and I show you what it's like to live and play in the area. And in this video, we're going to be going over the things you need to know as a first-time home buyer. And make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to be going over a first-time home buyer program in the Nevada area that helps you get down payment and closing cost money. So if you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you're thinking about buying your first home or moving or relocating to the area and you need some help, just reach out. So the first thing you want to do in the home buying process is get pre-approved with a lender, whether that's Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or even US Bank. But there are two lenders that I highly recommend in the Reno area. The first is Summit Funding, and the second is All Western Mortgage. They are two really great lenders. And if you need somebody's direct contact information for them, just reach out. But honestly, this is very crucial. They're going to get your bank statements, your tax returns, and they're going to tell you exactly how much you qualify for and what your payment's going to be. You live in the payment, not the price. So as long as you're comfortable with your current job and the payment, you should be okay to purchase a home. But honestly, like I said, you want to get pre-approved first because maybe the payment's a little too high for you and you need to work on your credit a little bit. Your lender can help you with these things, but this is very important in the home buying process. So you're going to want to hire an experienced real estate agent. Whether you want to hire me, someone else, or a family friend, make sure they have experience and have a good understanding of the current market conditions. Because if you have an agent who isn't full-time or doesn't understand the market conditions, you could be leaving a ton of money on the table. And what I mean by this is you need a strong negotiator. And like I said, one that understands the current market conditions. Because at the moment as a buyer, you have a lot more power in the market, meaning you can get money for closing costs, money for an interest rate buy down, or even some repairs done. This is all very important, and it is why you need to hire an experienced real estate agent. So you've been pre-approved and you found a great agent. Now the fun truly begins, your home search. This is easily one of the best parts of buying a home, but the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to let your agent know the criteria of what you're looking for. So maybe you're very easy, but the minimum requirements you have is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, and you're only interested in single stories. But you also have to be in a price point of $400,000 to $450,000. Let your agent know this, and make sure your agent gets you set up on their website that is tied to MLS. And the great thing about this is most agents' websites are tied to the MLS and update every 15 to 30 minutes, which is typically more up to date and more accurate than big box sites like Zillow or Redfin. Another tip when searching for a home, I would suggest looking at least 3 to 5 homes because you don't want to see just 1 or 2 and fall in love, and maybe you get into contract and now you've had some buyer's remorse because you think there's something better. I would honestly see a handful of homes before making a final decision. So you found the home that you love and you want to make an offer. I highly recommend that you include an inspection and mortgage contingency in your offer. And if you're not getting a mortgage or a loan, you can disregard this, but I recommend an inspection contingency for almost anyone. I recommend at least a 14 to 15 day period so that your inspectors get in there, give you an inspection report, and you can draft up a repair list for the seller. And if you're getting a mortgage or a loan, I highly recommend a 30-day period for your mortgage, loan, and appraisal contingencies. These are a couple things or a few different things that protect you as a buyer. So basically, if you lose your job, or maybe you can't qualify for the loan, or maybe you find some really nasty things on the inspection report, you're able to back out of the transaction if you fall within those timelines, and you're able to get your earnest money deposit back. And you're probably wondering, what is an earnest money deposit? In any transaction in the Reno area, before your offer is accepted, you have to write in a dollar amount, and this is used as collateral that an escrow or title company holds. And that is typically anywhere in the $1,000 to $4,000 range, or even 1% of the purchase price is pretty standard. So basically, if you fall within these timelines, your inspection, your mortgage, or your loan contingencies, and you back out for any of those reasons, you're able to get the deposit back. So these are just some things I wanted you to know about the offer process. And if you're wondering how long a closing typically takes, or an escrow period is, it's typically about 30 to 35 days, and some longer escrows can be about 45 to 60 days. So you got your offer accepted and now you're in escrow, and you're wondering, what the heck is this? Escrow is a neutral third party that is also a title company in the Nevada area. They hold your earnest money deposit, and that earnest money deposit is applied towards your down payment and closing costs at closing. They also do a preliminary title report and make sure there is clear title so that you are receiving clear title when you purchased your home. Also, if there are any items that are missed, they offer title insurance. So if there are any things that were missed, they can clear it up in the future, and you are protected by title insurance. Escrow and title are very important aspects, and they also handle the signing that you do with your loan documents just before you close. One of the last things you do before you close on the property is a final walkthrough, and I highly recommend that you be there for this and don't waive it. This is very important because if there were certain things included in the transaction, like a washer, dryer, or fridge, you're going to want to make sure that they're there for the final walkthrough. This has definitely happened in the past, where the seller accidentally took a washer, a dryer, or a fridge, or maybe they took some other things that were negotiated in the deal with them. Also, you want to make sure that the house is in the same or similar condition as to when you first saw it or bought it. This is very important. Sometimes the seller leaves some really nasty things, some big holes, so you just want to make sure that you're able to look at the home before you close, so that you're able to hold up the closing until the seller remedies or fixes these issues for you. So this is why I think a final walkthrough is very crucial, and for liability reasons, agents are not really allowed to do them for you. So I highly recommend that you're there for the final walkthrough. So you've completed your inspections, your appraisal, and your final walkthrough, and now you're almost ready to close. But the last things you need to do are sign your loan documents, wire money for closing, and finally collect the keys. These are the most exciting things, but these are the last items in the home buying process. So the first time homebuyer program I wanted to talk about is called the Home is Possible Grant, and this is available in the Nevada or the Reno area. And I've had a handful of clients use this throughout the years, and they otherwise wouldn't have been able to purchase a home, which is huge. You're able to get up to 4% of your down payment and your closing costs. There are a few requirements, like you need at least a 660 credit score, you can't have an income higher than $102,000, and you can't purchase a home for more than $444,000 roughly in the Washoe County area. They have different income limits and purchase price limits depending on the county that you're looking in. So just take a look at the Home is Possible website, and I'll leave a link down in the description below. There are also some other things you need to do, like an educational course, and there is a $760 charge for using this grant. And also, this is forgivable if you live in this home for at least 3 years, and you must be a first-time home buyer, and this must be a primary residence. But the Home is Possible is a really great grant, and it might help you get into your first home. Buying a home can be scary whether it's your first home or not, but it doesn't have to be. As long as you have a great team on your side, they can make the process as easy and as stress-free as possible. But if you have any questions about the home buying process, or if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the area and you need help, just reach out. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care.